Oof. Morning, guys. I got fucking I got jumped on this entry right here. I got jumped on this RTY entry, this right here. God dang it. Back to the freaking high. God dang it. I got jumped. Missed it. Had my order on the screen. Right over it. Frustrating. NQ's just off and running. Just off and running. ES and the NQ are way above their prior day high. Fucking RTY, man. Jesus. That was my winner right there, man. Here to here. That was it. That was it. God dang, that's a pisser. That is a true pisser. Just a true pisser right there, man. God dang it. Just a true pisser. God dang, what a pisser. That RTY trade was beautiful. Look at that. Ping, just ping to ping. Oh, that closed above. You got the overnight open, Danny? Excellent. It jumped me. It jumped me. Fuck. I sitting here waiting and waiting, going, "Oh, this is nice," because the candle before it got nice and small and consolidated. I'm like, "Oh man, this is going to be a good trade," and then I get jumped. Uh so nothing. So the tests that they did for me yesterday turned out negative. So I'm still sitting here with no resolution. I have another procedure next week. And so we'll see. But yesterday, I mean, I don't know if that's good news or bad news, to be honest with you. I don't know if yesterday's test being negative was good or bad news. I don't know. It doesn't solve the problem of like why. The good news is I'm not bleeding anymore. I haven't been bleeding for probably a good 3 days or so. So that's good news. But of course, I mean, they want to know why. I mean, I want to know why. They want to know why. I want to know why. You know what I'm saying? We kind of want to know why. Gene, I had two of them. Snoopy and Lucy. I know what you mean. I had two of them, or I have two of them, I should say. They're not technically puppies anymore, but boy, they still act like it. What the hell's going on over here? What is gold doing? Well, gold is back inside the box over here. Interesting. It's a real trip for sure. It is. It is. I mean, I love both of them to death, but I really should have gotten just one. It's like, I really should have gotten just one. All right. Jesus. So I got tagged on the YM long and I caught the YM short. Jesus. The YM finally went and agreed with the RTY. Jesus. That was a nice one. Look at that big red candle. So we crossed over and sat on top of the 5-minute gold line, 1-minute gold line, all that stuff. The thing it didn't do was break the freaking pivot to the left. I still took the long here, and I got stopped out at the bottom of that candle. It rotated under, came to the bottom side at the same time that the RTY is doing this. And so I took the short there, and I got my freaking money back. Let's put it that way. I got my freaking money back. I need something to set up that I can actually trade. All right. Anyways, there. I just wanted to get my money back. I went to pick up one, Gene. I went to pick up one, and I came home with two. I went to pick up one and I came home with two. They do keep each other busy, Danny. Yeah. Oh, you have three, Thomas. Yeah. So the YM. So the problem with the YM right now is it's sitting on the prior day high, but the RTY is still rolling down. See, the RTY hasn't gotten to support yet. It was that crossover roll up, then that because of this doing this is why I was able to take that. Hold on here. All right, perfect. I've been busy this morning. I had to reprice. I had a price increase from two of my modular factories yesterday, and I had to reprice probably 50 houses on my website this morning. So I didn't get any pre-market trading in. Not that I would have done any, but I didn't get any in. Well, it wasn't the most ideal setup. The one thing it did is see this pivot here, broke this pivot of the attempt to the long side. And then this one had a nice long wick up. So I said, well, frick, if it comes down through the bottom of this can, it's going to be gone. Well, hell, it was gone. Holy shit. It was gone. All right. That kind of helps make up for the fact that I freaking was supposed to be in this one. That kind of makes up for it a little bit. Kind of makes up for it. Well, I had picked mine out, Gene, and it was the female, and I went to go pick her up, when she finally was, 6 weeks old or whatever. I went to go pick her up. And so I go in and the lady hands her to me and she goes to get all the paperwork and all this kind of stuff. And I'm holding her and my daughter's with me and we're petting her and stuff. And she's cute as a button, of course. And while I'm doing it, I felt something on my foot and I looked down and there's this other dog pulling my shoelaces. So I picked him up and looked at him and he had the biggest smirk on his face. And I said, oh my God, he's cute as a button. And I said to the lady when she came back, I said, is this one taken? She says, is it a male or a female? And I go, it's a male. She goes, no, the males are available. I said, well, I'll take this one too. and that was it. And hence we came up with the name Snoopy and Lucy. All right, something will set up. Something will set up that'll be nice and clean for us. Like this freaking trade right here. Something will. These two are right now are disagreeing with each other because this has still got to come down and at least test this line. This was trying to go long. The reality of it is, and see, even if this does go down, it's going to run into resistance here. This doesn't have far to go. Well, Lucy was the one in my hands and Snoopy was the one chewing my shoe, to be technical. And the funny part is, to this day, that dog still smirks. to this day. I've had him for 2 years now, I think. Yeah, he still smirks. You say his name, he smirks at you. Dogs are great, though. They're good company. All right, something's going to set up. See how these are conflicting? This is trying to go down now. This has found support, so we're kind of in a quagmire. Kind of in a quagmire right now. And the freaking problem with the NQ is it ran off. So now it's going to be a while before it sets. Hold on, guys. Freaking cat was asking to go out. This thing will probably rebound. God dang it. Yeah, it's probably going to rebound. Did anybody do any trading yesterday afternoon? I wasn't home. I was at the hospital, so I didn't even look at the charts when I got home. I didn't even look at the charts. So I have no idea what yesterday afternoon was like. It's right. It's right there. It's lined up with the prior day close. I could see the yellow dots right there. It's right. It's mine's matching the prior day close. I just called it the overnight open. It's because I can see the yellow dash. And see how that trade failed? See how it failed so far? And this is why it's failing, in my opinion, because these are not agreeing with each other right now. So again, that's one of them battles. Which side's going to win? I don't want to hang around to find out. Whereas when they both agree, like this situation, this is what you get. You know what I'm saying? I'll be perfectly honest with you, Jim. I said it yesterday and I'll say it today. I didn't watch any of the State of the Union address. My wife did, and she said I need to watch the highlights. She said because it's classic, and I'm sure it is classic. I'm sure it was classic, to be honest with you. But Jim, come on now. Your governor, oh my God, is that idiot taking some heat right now? Boy, is he taking some heat right now. Oh my God, is he taking some heat right now? He can hang himself just by opening his mouth. Oh, I'm just like you. I got a 960 on my SAT. Jesus. Oh, good job, David. Yeah, David, didn't you end up like $30 short when I was when I was signing off? I think you were $30 short. I know. That guy is the world's biggest buffoon, man. Gavin Newsom, you are a fucking idiot. Oh, he is an idiot. God dang, that guy's an idiot. Just an idiot. I'm just like you. I got a 960 on my SAT. Excuse me, what did you just say? Oh. Oh my God. Whew. All right, something's going to set up, guys. Something's going to set up. We just got to be positive. It may be both of these retest like this retest the overnight open at the same time. This hits a 1 minute gold line. Something's going to set up here. Yeah, well, I don't know if I've ever come across anybody that likes Gavin Newsom, but they sure do vote for him. Of course, California is just a rigged election system anyways. I don't know if any of you seen the Nick Shirley thing where he went out there and started walking around with registered voter lists, and he went to a building. He went to a government-owned building, that's some kind of like library or something attached to some school. There were 50 some people registered to vote that their address was that place. Huh? And then he went to the place where you register the vote, and he says to the lady, "So you don't need an ID or anything from me?" She goes, "No." He goes, "Well, how do you know that I'm who I am?" So she points on the form where it says, "You attest that all this information is accurate." He goes, "Well, what if the person's lying?" She goes, "Oh," he goes, "Well, then what if I'm doing whatever?" She goes, "Oh, well, you'd be lying." Oh, really? Because people are honest? Oh my God. California is just a shit show. California is just an utter shit show. Huh. Can't get anything over there. Let's go back to the YM here. Yeah, it was, Gavin. Yeah, it was, Gavin. Mine hasn't broken the pivot yet, Jim. Mine's equal with the pivot. If this candle closes and that yellow dot's there, then we're still equal. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that yellow dot's still there. We haven't broke that pivot on my chart, my data. Ah, yeah. Okay, hold on here. So, okay, this we might have a rejection here in the RTY off the prior day close. Okay, because this is looking to go short still. I wanted them both to be here at the same time, but can't always get what you want. Ask Mick Jagger, he'll tell you. Jesus, that candle's big. Ah. I didn't like the size of that candle. It's probably going to work. It's probably going to work. 51, 47. It's got to go through the low of the day, but they're both in agreement at least. Jesus. Oh, come on, NQ. At least do it. I didn't take it, but at least do it. The YM's looking promising for that RTY. Yeah, the YM's looking promising. Now here it goes. It's just going to take its sweet ass time. Yeah, I don't make my decisions off the MNQ. I will tell you that, Christine. That's the one problem with trading the MNQ is you'll get some fingers sometimes that don't match the real dog. And the real dog is the minis, not that micro. God, why is RTY struggling here? See, the YM is doing it. God dang. Shit. Maybe we'll get an M top here. Maybe we'll get an M pattern. Let me look. Hold that. Jesus. Yeah, that's not looking good. Now we broke that pivot. My NQ broke that pivot finally. Yeah, there you go, Jim. Yeah, there you go. I'm half blind, so when you said it broke the pivot, I was agreeing with you at first. Wow. Hold on. Are you going to go down now? Oh, my God. Getting some big candles here. All right, that's very ugly M pattern there. Very ugly, but Jesus. So where is the ES? The ES is sitting on the red line, and we were at the 5-minute gold line right here in the NQ. Interesting. If I get an inside candle here, I might look at that NQ long. The ES is sitting on top of the 5-minute red line right now. Oh, Jesus. You're just going to run away? Come back down here. Come back down here. Come back down here. Come on. Come on back down here. Come back down here. Come back down here and do a retest. Then let's run up. Inside candle. Down. All right. Now let's go up. Come on. I'm not doing it now. God dang it. What the hell? Do an inside, do another inside candle. Do 2 in a row. Come on. It's holding that pivot right here. The ES just looks horrible. See this? This is what I'm looking at. That's why I'm getting hesitant. This pattern's very nice, but this is just terrible. I mean, this pattern looks fine. But the ES is just looking like a shit show. And that's it for me on that scenario. All right. No problem. Fucker's probably going to run straight up now. Probably going to run straight up now. Yes, it did. RTY is finally breaking through its low. Just ugly as hell doing it. Very ugly. Very ugly doing it. This is Jesus, Mother of God. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. There was the trade, and I missed it. Still stuck. Unbelievable. The ES is stuck underneath the 5-minute gold line, between the 5-minute red line and the 5-minute gold line. And that's got the NQ stuck. All right, here it goes. Go, 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 go. Oh my God, go. Go. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. It's like peeling paint. Go. All right, well, the hell with it. Yeah, I agree with you, Trader Joe. Like the candle, every candle is just like so herky-jerky in either market. I don't care. I mean, look at the YM. Ever since I've had that trade, ever since I've had this rotation, it's done this. I mean, this right here, this whole swing, breaking this pivot that went to the downside, and then this that should have been gone. That should have been gone. If you'll see, this is the rotation right here that we broke, that went to the downside, and then when it came back up and broke through it here and then sat there, it should have been gone. That should have been gone. Hell, the ES did the same thing. It's over here. It broke all these down pivots, and it just sat there. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Looks like the RTY's You know, even this, it's like even this trade here, 58, 48. I mean, I don't want to take a trade that I'm looking to make $200 on. Look at this. It'll probably do what I wanted it to do, but damn, not in 45 minutes. Jamie, then you sound like you're cursed just like me. Everybody knows if I get in the RTY, you should get in the YM. If I get in the NQ, you should get in the ES. Look at this freaking thing. It's going to work. It's just I'm not sitting around waiting for it. I mean, it's ultimately going to do what I wanted it to do, which let's see here, 25, 50, 36, about 36. So that's 500, 61. Yeah, right up here would have been about $1,000 right there. If it can get there. Yeah, I saw that, Charles. I did. I actually saw that. I was not going to talk about it because I didn't want to I didn't want to make it ruin my day. But I did see that this morning. I don't ever look at the news until the morning of the news. That's just how I am. I don't look days in advance. That's how I don't know it's FOMC day, for example, till it's FOMC day. Because I don't know the news until that morning. That's when I look at the news. Looks like gold is rolling back down. It is. This 5-minute gold line trade that I was looking at, I would have gotten my head slapped off. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Just the candles don't seem to have any rhythm right now. Might be an afternoon trading day for me, to be perfectly honest. I mean, like I said, that NQ trade I took should have been, I waited patiently for it to show me something. And when it finally did show me that it broke that pivot to the left and was sitting on support, which is the 9 EMA, it just didn't move. I mean, that's my idea of moving right there. That's my idea of moving. You're in here, you're out there. That's moving. That's what I seek when I sit here and stare at these charts. I seek that right there. Our future psychologist. Yeah. I mean, look at this garbage. So I'm gonna eliminate myself from looking at these RTYs and YMs for a while, because there's obviously nothing tradable here. Nothing tradable in those two instruments. I'll tell you a funny thing. When I went to the ER, when I went to the ER, whatever day that was, the day I had to I didn't do the live stream. Funny thing is like I'm sitting in the ER, between sitting in the ER and getting, different tests done and things like that. I'm basically there for 7 hours. Well, you know what I got for 7 hours of being in there besides a $10,000 bill? I got a freaking cold. I caught a cold from the sick people that are in the ER. What are you in the ER for if you've got a fever? What the hell are you doing in the ER? I mean, I'm sitting there looking at people. I got one guy over to my left who got his fingers, he literally had 4 fingers cut from a chainsaw. I got another guy over here who's got a broken foot. And then I got a plethora of people straight across from me that are there with runny noses and drippy eyes. I mean, dude, that's called a cold. What are you doing here? Well, then you gave all of us the freaking cold. There goes that freaking NQ. Just garbage, Jim. Yeah, I mean, well, I think they should have somebody at the front entrance of the ER. This is my opinion. And when you walk up and you go, oh, I got a fever of 101, they should say, then take some Tylenol, go home. God damn. The ER is for a freaking emergency. And it's because these people show up because they got a runny nose that my ER bill is 10 grand. Because, Bob writes a check and pays for it. You got that YM short, KM? Good for you. Good for you. I wasn't going to get caught up in that cluster. That's right. Free medical. I mean, it's easy to sit in the ER when you're not the one paying it. I can guarantee you, Nadine, from when I was sitting in the ER, I might have 75% of those people wouldn't have gotten in the front door. 75%. Obviously, the guy with the fingers fucking hanging down and cut off from a chainsaw, he's in the door. The guy with the broken foot's in the door. The guy with the dislocated finger, he's in the door. Me with a urine bottle full of blood, I'm in the door. Yeah. Oh, wait, you don't qualify. Yeah. You go to work every day, Bob. You don't qualify. All right, so let's wait a second. Maybe gold is doing something right now. Oh boy. 5-minute gold line from the short side off the bottom of the box. Boy, that would be nice. Nurse Rachel was me. So you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. My mother-in-law was a 50-year ER nurse. Let me tell you something. 50 years she was in the ER as an ER nurse. 50 years. And she could tell you how frustrating it was. I actually went to the ER one time with a broken collarbone. And when they brought me in the back, I heard them saying, "We've got a real patient over here." I heard them literally saying that. "We've got a real patient over here." I could hear them on the other side. "We've got a real patient over here." A real patient? God dang. Yeah, because everybody else is in there because they got a runny nose. Oh, yeah. She's had some freaking ridiculous stories. She's been in the ER in Orlando and then up in a small town in Michigan. And you can imagine the Orlando ER is a lot more interesting than some small town in Michigan. Uh, Greenville, Michigan. North of like Kalamazoo. But I asked her, I said, why did you do the ER for 50 years? And she says, I had to be where at least some action's at. She says, I can't walk a floor. And I mean, it's funny too, because she's, and I'm not making this up, she's 4'11" and, you know, maybe 105 pounds. Oh yeah, exactly, Doc Hollywood. Fortunate enough, Nadine, when I lived in Boston, I never had to go to the ER. I never had to go to the ER in Boston, thank God. Jesus. Yeah, exactly, Fish Atlantic. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That is exactly it. You hit the hammer on the nail right there, Fish Atlantic. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's funny. That's funny, Nadine. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way she was too. She's man, her 90th birthday is God, when the hell is that? I think December 4th. And I mean, she, she still walks 5 miles a day. She does. I mean, she's like, if you saw her, you would not have any idea that she's 90 at all. I like my mother-in-law. Is NQ going to kick short? It looks like it's going to kick short. Why does my chart look screwed up over here? Oh, okay. What the hell? Oh, I see ES. Yeah. I mean, nothing has any. Yeah, my mother-in-law is great. She is great. I'm just waiting for something to set up, guys. I'm not ignoring the charts, trust me. I am not ignoring the charts. See, every day can't be like yesterday. JP, that's freaking funny. That's funny. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, well, my mother probably does too. And I can attest to you that is not the case. Yeah, that was very funny, JP. Perfect. That was very good. Gold is kind of frustrating because it's sitting inside the 15-minute box, which is funny because the box is so freaking small, but it's got all these lines in the way. Man, that candle's big right off the freaking 5-minute gold line. Jesus. That's 40 ticks right off the gold line. Straight off of it. 50 ticks right off the freaking gold line. 50 ticks right off the gold line. Jesus. Unbelievable. Anybody seeing that the YM is off the prior day high? Shit, I didn't even notice that till right now. And the yeah, shit, fuck. Staring at gold so much, I missed this scenario. So we had the RTY go into the 5-minute gold line, and at the same time that this went to the prior day high, and there it is rolling over. I'm going to see if maybe I can get an M pattern here. Probably not. Probably just going to run away. Yep. God damn, that was freaking ridiculous. God dang, I didn't even see that. Did anybody take that? You're in? Okay, Danny. Good job. I totally, I was staring at gold because it ran off of my 5-minute gold line on me that I wasn't paying attention to it. You're in also, Papadoo. Good for you guys. Good for you guys. Way to pay attention. Way to pay attention. I mean, it lined up with the 5-minute gold line on the RTY, off of the low of the day and everything. So I mean, that's a pretty good setup. That's a pretty good setup. I mean, actually, that's a very good setup. I mean, the scenario is what we've been looking for, things to match at the same time. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Congratulations to those of you in that. I hope it goes all the way down to that pivot now. I was looking, since I missed it, I was hoping to get at least an M pattern out of it, but freaking gold. You just pissed me. Look at that gold. Look at that gold right off that 5-minute gold line. This candle, by the time this candle got broke, it's just too far for me. I can't take a trade that my support is $600 away. $600 away. I mean, $600. All right, maybe I'll get an M here. I'm with you there, Gene. I understand that. Come on. I prefer you to roll up just a little more and then give me the roll down. Okay. Okay. I think Fish Atlantic needs to be doing that job. Yeah. It didn't go high enough for me, Bruce, I don't think. I wanted the Y to go higher. The YM. I'm with you, Danny. You should be rewarded for that good trade. I shouldn't be rewarded for sitting here and not taking it in the first place. So you should be rewarded right here. That's funny, Gene. I can imagine. It's sunny today. I'm hoping the temperature's up today because man, it's been freaking cold for us lately. What's the temperature going to be today? Oh, it's going to be 60 degrees today. Excellent. Yeah, the West hasn't had the weather this year. It's been cycling around, David. I've seen that. There you go, Danny. Come on, there you go. Now go down to the low. There you go. There you go. Now go down to the low. Go down. Here you go, Danny. Here's your money. Here's your money coming. Yes, yes, tech review. Yes. Matter of fact, I lost 250 in gold today. I did. I lost $250 in a gold trade today. Which, by the way, a $250 loss in gold is pretty good. Well, it wasn't 250, it was 220. A $220 loss in gold is pretty good. Uh, Gold was real sloppy this morning. It didn't it didn't hold any patterns. Oh, it's no big deal. I got it all back in the YM. You know, if I again, if I get a loss in like gold or something like that, or the NQ or whatever, I always know I can go over and look at the RTY or the ES and something will set up and I can get my money back. I shouldn't say always, but that's the intent. This pivot right here broke. So hopefully this thing will roll down for you guys. Jesus, I mean, it's just painful. It's like literally like watching paint dry. Go YM, down, 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 down. I'll tell you though, I will say this, the most profitable instrument I've been trading lately, not this week, but lately, has been the NQ. It just, after trading gold lately, NQ looks easy. NQ looks easy after trading gold lately. Pre-market yesterday, my God, the NQ was on fire for some trades. Today, I didn't even look at the pre-market. I was repricing, like I said, 50 or 60 of my houses because I got price increase notices from 2 of my factories yesterday. What the hell? This is just ugly. This is just ugly. Oh my God, it's just ugly. Truly ugly in the YM right now. Truly ugly. That's just freaking ugly. Yeah, it's just ugly, man. It's just, there's just, I personally think at this point in time, the best possibility for us in the YM is for it to just get it over with. Just get it over with. Break over, and then come sit on top of the prior day high and let us go. That's if it wants to go long, if the market wants to go long, that'll be the setup that should happen for us in the YM. Is it came down here and monkey fucked around. So now what we need them to do is come up, break this pivot here, come sit on top of the prior day high and let us take this. Oh, Papa Duke, what the hell? RTY will just follow along, so it'll probably cross over and sit on top of the prior day close. Something along those lines is what I'm hoping. But I have this feeling that they want to run the market long. I mean, that's exactly where the ES and the NQ are. They're way up above the prior day highs. I mean, they're way up above the prior day highs. So I just think the YM wants to go there. So what it needs to do is do what the hell it's doing right now, which is break up, then come and sit back down here and give us a long. So it's okay. It's don't just run away though. Don't just run away, you POS. Woo! What the hell was that? Somebody say something? European market closed. All right. Well, there you go. That was ugly. Well, first of all, well, the ES might be, David, because now we've crossed back over. It might retest. We'll see. About Apex not doing metals. I mean, I personally think that if I was trading I shouldn't say personally. If I was trading prop firm money right now, there ain't no way in hell I'd be trading metals anyways. I mean, if I'm trying to be serious and I'm trying to pass an evaluation and and then a PA and get paid. If I'm doing that seriously instead of just gambling, then I'm not trading the metals. Period. So the mere fact that they're not letting you do it, I mean, I don't know their motivation, but I do think that as a trader yourself, the most wild thing you should possibly have on your chart is the NQ, and that's if you've ever traded it before. When I was trading prop firm stuff, I wasn't screwing around with the NQ. I was trading ES, oil, RTY, and the YM. Starting up another one. Sorry. Let me try to get these questions in order. Now all of a sudden a bunch of them are coming in. Larry said, Bob, at what point do you stop getting money back on a loss? Oh, me? That's a good question, Larry. I don't know, Larry. It changes. That answer changes as my profitability for the year has gone up. So, like, for example, take Jim. When he started off the year with a $25,000 account, I mean, he probably, I'm just speaking for him. He can answer the question in here too, but his is the easiest way to do this. But, I'll bet you he wasn't trying to, lose more than $1,000 in a day, let's just say. Well, then his account went to, 50, 60, 70, 80 grand, and your mindset changes. So I'm kind of that way. So to give you an example, I have had in the past 2 weeks, I have had 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Wait, this is the end of February, isn't it? Yeah, sometime in the month of February, I've had myself $1,400 down from gold, $1,400 down. Now, when I started off my account at $5,000 in January 1st, I would not have allowed that. Does that make sense? By the way, when I was down $1,400, I got all that money back. And when did I get all that money back? I got it all back in the afternoon by literally just focusing on patterns doing the things that I expect. Like, for example, right there, the long and the NQ, which while I'm talking, I should have been in it off the red line. Because the ES is doing the same thing. Anyways, I don't know if I'm answering your question. When you're in a prop firm, you should have a goal for the day, which I think like at Apex, it's what, 30% of your total available. And therefore your loss probably shouldn't be more than half that in a day. Something along those lines. Something you can get yourself out of when the market's agreeing, like yesterday. Yesterday, the market was agreeing really well. Man, beautiful ES trade. Did anybody take that ES trade? Did anybody take that fucking ES trade while I'm sitting here talking? God, what a beautiful, beautiful setup. It still hasn't completely worked, but it's a nice setup. Holy cow. Next question. Tech review. I have, so to answer your question, You're in that ES trade, Danny? That thing needs to go all the way to 42.25, man. That's where it needs to go. That's where it needs to go. That's where it needs to go. Needs to go to 42.25, man. That's where it needs to go. So in terms of prop firm stuff, in terms of prop firm stuff, you know, I get those stupid thoughts in my head still of like, oh man, I could just do 10 accounts and da 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 da. You know, but again, I don't want to trade. I just don't want to get involved in it anymore right now. I mean, I've got profit. Everything I'm doing right now goes straight into my bank account, and I don't have to deal with buying accounts, and passing tests, and things like that. So I go back and forth on that, but every time I think about doing it, I quickly talk my way out of it. How about that? Come on, ES, go. Well, that's why I'm saying if you have a profit target for the day, then maybe you shouldn't allow yourself to lose 50% of that profit target. You know, something that if the next day you hit your profit target of the day, you've covered yesterday's loss, plus you're up, 50%. I'm just thinking out loud here. Some days, like yesterday, no, yesterday wasn't a good example. I mean, some days, it's just like you sit here and you go, man, my patterns just, I always tell you guys, look to the left. If you look to the left and you see the patterns of things that you would have taken working, then I'm going to stick with it and try to get my money back. If I look to the left and I don't see things working, then I'm walking away, because all I'm doing is putting myself in a stressful situation with hopium on my side. Come on, ES, get to that target for Danny. Jesus. Okay. Fish Atlantic. Sorry. There you go, Danny. You should have got your money. I started a personal Ninja account. Take it from $200 now up $1,000. All right. With just one MES. There you go. And a lot of patience. But I do like prop firms like Lucid, and yeah, I get that. I mean, I don't listen, somebody emailed me a couple days ago or whatever, and I found it in my spam. So I found it in my spam, and I was going to reply. Jay Martin, are you in here, Jay Martin? Because this pertains. Good job, David. Good job, David. Excellent. Yeah, that ES trade was a laydown. That ES trade was a laydown, and the target was a laydown. Let's just talk about it for a second here. You had crossover, retest, broke this pivot here, sat right into your 1 minute gold line, and then whoop, right to your target. The target I told you guys, 42.25, right there. Right there. Excellent, excellent trade. Okay, Fish Atlantic, gotcha. And ES, and I've said this before, if you're serious about making money, which I love what you put in your, this is a lesson. See, everybody's got a different scenario. Everybody's got a different situation, but Tech Review put in his message. Listen, I just opened up the account and I traded MES. And that shows me you're serious, Tech Review. That shows me you're serious, because what have I sat here and preached over and over and over again? If you are going to trade and you want to be consistent and you want to get a payout from these prop firms, then really you need to trade that. You really need to trade that ES trade. You need to trade that ES trade like just happened right there while we were talking about this stuff. I mean, you're not going to be the cool guy in the room when somebody else says, oh, I trade also. And, oh, really? What do you trade? I trade the ES. You're not going to be the cool guy in the room. But you're going to be the one whose P&L keeps going up. Yeah, you can get funded in a day at Apex. I agree with that. Yeah, you can do that. And then this trade right here is how you get Daryl to pay you. This trade right here. You do that trade right there for 10 days in a row, and then you tell Daryl to pay you. That trade right there that Danny just took. That simple trade right there. No, they're not going to pay you daily. But, I mean, you shouldn't worry about getting paid daily, Fish Atlantic. I mean, if you're worried about getting paid daily, yeah. I mean, I don't pay myself, but maybe, well, I did pay myself last month from my account for after a month. I should have paid myself less. I'd probably be a little more aggressive right now. That's right, David. There you go. That ES trade was beautiful. It went right to the target too. Went through it a couple ticks and rolled right over. So here's the scenario I was talking about an hour ago. Not an hour ago, 30 minutes ago, when I said, I think they want to take it long. So they need to cross over and test the prior day high. The problem with this scenario, because of course I got to tell you the problems, is it did it, but this freaking thing is still down here. That's not good. I was anticipating this coming up and doing the same thing. I mean, the RTY has not moved at all. At least the YM moved, but I can't expect the YM moved because it did break that high. I mean, broke north of the prior day high. But the RTY is just not going with it. That is not a good situation for us trying to take that exact trade. Good job, Edwin. Oh, Edwin, you were on fire yesterday. You were on fire yesterday in the MES, Edwin. Jesus. Edwin was on fire yesterday in the MES, trading, I think it was 2 contracts, Edwin. I can't remember what you said. I think it was 2. He was on fire yesterday. At one point, when I shut the stream down, he was up $700. $700 trading 2 MES contracts in the ES. I'm telling you. Well, so this broke down, and I'm telling you, it's because this did not go with it. Yep. That was phenomenal news yesterday, Edwin. I got to admit. The one thing nice about micros is it gives you a little bit more confidence to try, patterns. Like, for example, this 1 minute gold line right here that just worked like a charm. After the crossover, retest, boom, there it is. I mean, that's you get confidence to do something like that. Even though it's way past the time of day when we would take a 1 minute gold line trade. I didn't take it because it's, it's after 11 o'clock. I don't like that pattern after at least like 10:30. That's a good question, Papa Duke. There goes the YM now. So you're going to work, huh? 2 charts open. Gotcha. When I traded the ES only, which is how I passed my eval back in the day when you had to trade 10 days to pass, and then you had to trade 20 days to get paid. I had 2 ES charts open, but I was trading the mini, but I had a 5-minute chart and I had the 1 minute chart. So I could see what was going on with the 5-minute candles at the same time. I could see what was going on in the 1 minute. And if you're only trading one instrument, that's one of the benefits you have, is you can see. All right, well, I'm going to call it a day. Just because the equities look like turds. I mean, they really do. I mean, they just look like turds today. And it's probably from these speakers that were being referenced. Anyways, I got some work to do. I've already done a lot, man. Like I said, I priced 60 houses this morning. 60 houses. About 50 or 60. Between 50 and 60 this morning. That's, oof, a lot of work. Anyways, everybody have a good day. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow is more like yesterday. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.